inside my head. I won't forget the things you said. We are too young, we were so young. We should have known better. Nothing will ever change our minds. Cover your eyes and shut the lights. Just take my hands, let's take a chance. Ignite the sparks forever. We are taking control of our lives. Tonight we're flying high. We'll be running through all the stoplights. All will be fine in time. No one can stop us.
Hello Leo, this is Inspire 2016 with your weekly tarot reading for the week commencing the 7th of August until the 13th of August 2017. The first card for you is representing, how do you feel about yourself? Your card is the Nine of Swords. Your experience of the world is greatly influenced by your expectations, desires, and fears, and therefore you are largely the creator of your own world, and your attitudes determine how you experience that world. The Nine of Swords can also reflect fear of the future, or what may possibly happen in the future. If you allow yourself to be bound by fear of the future, you are at risk of eventually creating a negative reality for yourself by virtue of your expectations. Your nightmare becomes your self-fulfilling prophecy, which is clearly not a desirable outcome. Generally, this card is an indication that you are worrying excessively about a situation. You are literally being kept up at night because you are so anxious about a particular issue. It is possible you are working yourself up unnecessarily, and, if you were to look at the situation more objectively, you may come to realize that it is not as bad as you are making it out to be. In fact, all that worry and despair is what is making it worse, so rather than fretting about it, do something to change it. Although most people experience fear, frustration and uncertainty at some point in their lives, you should not allow those negative emotions to immobilize you or keep you from pursuing your goals with enthusiasm and hope. Expect at least some level of uncertainty in the future, and draw upon your inner strength to remain as flexible and adaptable to that uncertainty as possible. The Nine of Swords can also indicate that you are being incredibly hard on yourself, putting yourself down or engaging in negative self-talk. For every mistake you make, you blame yourself and become worked up and angry at yourself for messing up again. So, ask yourself why you are being so hard on yourself. How are you putting yourself down, or what is the source of your depression? What can you do to make yourself feel better? The second card for you is representing, what do you want most right now? Your card is the Queen of Wands. What do you want most right now is to be bold and courageous in your undertakings and actions. Your creative energies are high and you have a good sense of your life direction. You are highly optimistic, confident and full of ideas that you are ready to implement and share with others. You have an ability to express your passions with great authenticity and courage. The Queen of Wands is a natural extrovert and enjoys being the center of attention. She creates a powerful first impression and is a likable individual who makes friends easily by being sweet, warm and charming. She wants to be known, to be someone. She has bountiful social and professional networks and she draws people to her with her charisma and positive energy. She radiates health and vitality and has an inner vibrancy that fills her with ongoing energy and inspiration. This queen is a natural-born, intelligent leader who actively inspires others. She can be quite the mover and shaker, influencing others through her vision, courage and determination. She instills confidence within you and gives you the power and self-assurance that you can achieve anything that you set your mind to. The negative side to the Queen of Wands is that she can sometimes be stubborn, particularly if she pursues an ambition or goal for too long and burns herself out in the process. Even the Queen of Wands is not invincible, even if she thinks she is. At times, she may also be deceptive, overbearing, irritable, righteous and even tyrannical, particularly if you get on her bad side. She also has a fiery, passionate personality with a quick temper. She may be known to get all worked up, yell and scream, and then give you a hug, all within the space of an hour. The third card for you is representing your fears. Your card is the Ace of Swords. You are afraid of moving forward and lack of clarity around what your true goals and aspirations are. You have a high-level understanding, but have you been able to define this in more specific terms? This card often appears when there is a lack of clarity or complete understanding of the task at hand, and asks you to spend some more time on clearly defining in very real terms what it is you want in life. Set yourself some SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and time-bound, so you can be really clear on what you are working towards. Focus on the basics and do some better planning. The Ace of Swords also reflects an idea or concept which you have not yet put into action, perhaps because you are unsure about whether or not it will bring the results you want. You are having difficulty with the early stages of formulating an idea, a plan or your goals. You may have too many ideas on the go and are unable to make a decision, creating challenges with completion. The Ace of Swords identifies clouded judgment and lack of mental clarity around a specific situation. You are missing important information or evidence that will assist you in your predicament, so invest your time and energy into seeking out the truth, rather than simply taking things at face value. The Ace of Swords can also suggest that a situation has regressed into a state of complete chaos and confusion. Whatever clarity you had about the specific situation is now gone, and instead it feels like there is just one big mess. The fourth card for you is representing what is going for you. Your card is the Page of Wands. You are experiencing a creative restlessness within you that is just waiting for some sort of expression, or you may be on the verge of some sort of discovery or new phase of life. The Page of Wands represents the sudden creative spark that comes to you, suddenly and unexpectedly, and that starts you down the road of a new creative vision. Thus, he encourages you to express yourself and your individuality with light-hearted abandon. Listen to your unconscious mind and follow your creative urges, even if you are worried about being the lonely voice crying out in the wilderness. With persistence and a balanced perspective, even the immature desires of the Page of Wands can be transformed into a beautiful creative vision that can change the world. Similarly, the Page of Wands indicates that you need to be positive and spontaneous but not overly impulsive. Your enthusiasm impresses others, but if you become impatient or quick to anger or lose interest, you will put others offside and you will waste time in your creative projects. With the Page of Wands, you are inclined to give anything and everything a go. If you are enthusiastic or passionate enough, you embrace the opportunity to start out on a new journey or project and see where it takes you. You do not necessarily have a solid plan in place, nor do you really know where you are headed, but you do know that you are excited about the possibilities. You are enjoying being busy and involved in various activities and projects. You like the freedom of being able to choose what you will work on today, and hopefully it is different from what you worked on the day before. Oftentimes, the Page of Wands is a messenger, bringing you inspiring or unexpected news, new information or a welcome surprise. It may be the birth of a child, a new and inspiring idea that a friend has, or a new opportunity for you to be involved in to change the world, such as a community project. His news is nearly always positive and welcomed because it is often associated with change and creation. The Page of Wands may also represent someone you know or who is about to enter your life. He is a trusted friend who is devoted to your interests and will do everything he can to help you. His intentions will be honorable and genuine. He is here in your life to spark change, to help you see the world from a new perspective and to guide you towards a new approach. While you may look to this page as an immature or childlike presence, he actually has a lot to offer you if you open yourself up to the possibilities that he shares with you. The fifth card for you is representing what is going against you. Your card is the Ten of Cups. You may have been hoping for some special time with a loved one, but it feels as if everything is falling apart at the seams. You may be quarreling, not spending enough quality time together, or not really respecting or caring for each other. Your hopes of a harmonious relationship are being thwarted, for now. Aim to treat each other with respect and love in order to restore harmony and peace to your relationship. Focus on how you can treat others with compassion and respect, in order for them to eventually follow suit and give you the same treatment. This card can also highlight when there is a misalignment of personal values. You are not living by your personal values and you are not being true to yourself. You are allowing others to determine what will and will not make you happy rather than looking within for that source of fulfillment. As a result, you are questioning whether you really believe in what you are doing. While you are madly rushing around trying to get things done, it is also very important that you address any lingering issues of values alignment with what you are doing. Otherwise, this may become a showstopper later down the track. In terms of your relationship, you are neglecting your family while you pursue more material goals such as progressing your career or making more money. Your work-life balance is out of whack and you are spending less and less quality time with your family. You need to be clear about where your personal values lie and what is truly achievable. If you continue to neglect your family, you will find that relationships will suffer and you may not be able to achieve an overall sense of contentment and happiness as planned. The last card for you is representing the likely outcome that you may have. Your card is the Eight of Swords. You will feel trapped by your own thoughts and perspectives. The woman in this card is blindfolded and bound, trapping her into thinking that she has no way out. However, if only she could remove the blindfold and change her thinking, she would see that she does indeed have options. So, the Eight of Swords suggests that you need to look at a difficult situation from a new angle. Draw upon your intellectual self and your emotional self to determine the best path forward, one that avoids any possible victimization or restriction. The Eight of Swords is often a sign that it is best not to make any important decisions at this point because your thinking has been limited and constrained by self-imposed boundaries. You are struggling to see a situation for what it is and have been led to believe certain things that may or may not be true. There are choices available, but first you must be within the right mindset to know which option to choose. This means releasing the bindings and the blindfold to see the situation from a different, less imposing angle. There may also be too many ideas running through your head. Thus it is best to wait until you feel more secure and certain about a situation before making important decisions and taking action. If you see part of this woman in yourself, then it is imperative you take back your power and personal accountability and open your eyes to the options that lie in front of you. The fact is that you do have options, even if you do not like those options. This is fine, so long as you accept that you do indeed have options and you do not have to be the victim here. The Eight of Swords portrays a dilemma whereby you are faced with the difficulty of a painful decision and you are at an impasse, uncertain of which way to go. However, what you may not realize is that the decision in the Eight is the result of our own actions. Despite the fact that you have boxed yourself into a corner, there is a way out. The solution is simply to deal with the situation in the most direct yet tactful manner possible, and face your choice with inner strength. It is time to be honest with yourself and others in order to be free of the burden of fear or guilt that is implied with the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords can indicate that your interests will be opposed by other people, and this may create restrictions to what it is you want to achieve. Take back your power and realize that you have options whether others oppose you or not. You do not have to be constrained by their way of thinking or their rules. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is the Brigid. Your spiritual fire is growing within. Recognize that the power of your soul is greater than you think. You have come a long way since you began this journey. There is a powerful force within you and you have the ability to create wonderful changes in your own life and inspire those around you to do the same. Be aware of new projects, opportunities and fertile ideas that can grow into something larger than you may imagine. Call on the fiery goddess Brigid to light the way ahead.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.